Tim, and welcome back to more Children's Torah Stories. Today, we are going to hear about the last of Daniel's dreams, and we will finish the whole story of Daniel. Well, before we learned about the dream, Daniel learnt from listening to some of the prophets of Hashem, the Nevi'im, the people that Hashem talked to. Daniel learned that the Jewish people would be exiled, sent away from the land of Israel for 70 years. And so I, Daniel, hello Daniel, hello Rabbi, hello Yeladim, I, Daniel, began to daven to Hashem. And I said, please Hashem, you have been so good to us. You always stay and keep your word with us and keep us as your special people. We did the wrong thing, Hashem. We were bad and we didn't listen to the prophets that you sent. And it's our fault that we ended up being chased away from the land of Israel. Hashem, it's true, we didn't do the right thing, and when you sent us away, you warned us, you told us, Jewish people, you need to do what's right, or else the temple's going to be destroyed and you're going to be sent away. And that is what happened. And Hashem, we really are saying sorry, and please, can you bring us back to the land of Israel? I know maybe we don't deserve it, maybe we're not the best, but Hashem, you are so kind and you're so good to us. Please, will you let us come back? And while he was busy davening, he started having another dream. And in that dream, he saw one of the angels of Hashem, the angel Gabriel. And Gabriel was flying through the air, and he came to talk to Daniel. Daniel, yes, angel Gabriel. Daniel, I have come to teach you and explain. Oh, what is it? I'm going to tell you. Will you tell me now? Yes, I'm going to tell you now. I made up that last little bit. I have come to explain because Hashem wants me to send you a message. There will be another 70 weeks until the Jewish people can go back to the land of Israel. For 62 weeks, it will be difficult, but at the end, you're going to be able to go back to the land of Israel. And Daniel said another time, that wasn't really one of the dreams, that was just a message from the angel Gabriel that Hashem sent. But then, another time, during a king of Persia, and this king was called Koresh, or in English, Cyrus. And Koresh said like this. Daniel said like this. I had been mourning. I'd been sad for 3 weeks because I really wanted the Jewish people to be able to go back. I didn't eat tasty food. I didn't have meat. I didn't have wine. I didn't put on creams or oil. But on the 24th of Nisan, that's right after Pesach, when I was by the bank of the big river, the Tigris, I looked and I saw a man. The man was dressed in white clothes and he had beautiful gold pants. His face was like a gem. It looked like lightning. His eyes were like fire. His arms and legs were like bronze, that's shiny brown. And when he spoke, it wasn't like one person talking. It was like 100 people talking at once. And when I saw this vision, there were other people with me. I was the only one who saw. They didn't see, but they all suddenly felt scared and ran away. I stood there alone. I didn't have any strength. I couldn't get up. I just fell down onto the ground. And I heard this amazing man speaking. A hand touched me, shook me, and lifted me up to my hands and knees. And he said, Daniel, because remember when he spoke, it sounded like 100 people speaking at once. Daniel, precious man, listen to what I say and stand up, for I have been sent to talk to you. I stood up, but I was shaking. It was so scary to see this amazing man. Daniel, do not be afraid, because once you started davening to Hashem, Hashem was always listening. And now I am here because of your prayer. But the angel in charge of Persia didn't want me to come. But fortunately, one of the other great angels called Michael, or in English, Michael, Michael came to help me. And now I have come to tell you the message of what's going to happen to the Jewish people. While he was saying all these things to me, I looked down and I kept silent. I didn't say anything. And the one who looked like a man touched my lips. And then suddenly I could speak. And I said, my master, because of the vision, I have no strength. I'm so weak. How could I ever speak with you because I have no energy left? He touched me again, and I felt strong. And he said, do not be afraid, special man. Everything's going to be okay. Be strong, be strong. And I felt stronger and stronger. And I said, you can carry on talking, my Lord, because I feel stronger again. And he said, do you know why I have come to you? I must go back to fight the angel of Persia. When I go off, the angel of Greece will come in. No one is helping me against them except for the angel Michael. But I will tell you what it says in the book of truth. This is the truth. Persia will have 3 more kings. And then the 4th king will be wealthier than them all. And with this great power, he will all come together to fight against Greece. But then there'll be a warrior king who will be the strongest. But after him, the kingdom will be broken up into all different pieces. The king of the south will be strong, but one of his army bosses will beat him and take over. And some years later, the daughter of the king of the south will come to make a deal with the king of the north. But neither of them will stay so strong. But she will have a child who will then take over his kingdom. And then they will take all of the things from them and bring them down back to the land of Egypt. They will leave the king of the north alone. But later the king of the north will come to the king of the south and he'll get another big army. And then he will become arrogant. But then there'll be another king who will come and attack him. And that will happen many times between the king of the north and the king of the south. And eventually there will be another big war. And there will be a king who comes there who was not a good king and who shouldn't be the king. He's a mean guy and a tricker. And he will trick everyone and he'll come to the richest places and steal so much money. But in the end, he also will fall as the king. And you're going to have all these different kings and fighting all these different people. Those are some of the things that will happen. But when things look really bad, the angel Michael will come again and he will rescue the Jewish people. And all of the good people will be like the stars in the sky, shining forever and ever. But Daniel, you need to keep this all secret until the end, when people will finally understand what it means. And one of the men standing there in my dream said to the one in the special clothes, "How long until the end?" And he says, "A time, 2 times, and half a time." And I said, "I don't understand. What does that mean?" And he said, "Daniel, everything I've said to you is a secret until the time of the end. Many people will become pure. The wicked will do bad things and they won't understand, but the clever ones will understand. And from the time that we don't give presents to Hashem anymore, there'll be a bad thing for 1,290 days, and it will be very good on day 1,395. But now, Daniel, you can go and rest, and one day you will see the wonderful end of the story." And that, Yeladim, is the end of the book of Daniel. It's one of the books with so many secrets that we don't always understand what's going on with these dreams and the different kings and the different monsters and the different animals. But it's a dream about the future of the Jewish people and about the way that the Jewish people will one day come back to the land of Israel. And guess what? Hashem helped us, and we did. Next time, we are going to hear a story that I think you all know very well. It is the story of a lady called Esther, and a man called Mordechai, and a king called Margaret. No, a king called Achashverosh, and a bad guy called Haman. We'll hear that story next time. Bye.